Hi, I'm John Tickles, and welcome to Remote RPG's the 40th episode!
Yeah, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Nigga, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Nigga.
More like started from the bottom and still on the bottom. Let's cut right to the chase. Today, we're going to look at an RPG Maker title, Kanye Quest. A game where you're put to the Kanye test to see if you're the Kanye best over all the Kanye rest. Oh, come on, do you expect me to be serious with a game that's titled Kanye Quest? Before we start, I just have to say that my knowledge of rapping and rap culture is,
108 stars? That's nothing. Let's do this. Yeah. Representing the Lego side.
Off the hizzle! Start the review! Kanye Quest was released to the internets in 2013 and was met with no reviews, really. I'm not even sure how I came across this title, but I'm glad I did give it a shot because it is really just a fan title that's not particularly polished or noteworthy, but still kind of fun. The legendary plot of the game is as follows. One day, Kanye West is walking in his two-story house, clearly fitting for a millionaire, and he goes outside to take out his own garbage for some reason. Suddenly, a wormhole opens up and Kanye is transported into the year 3030, where Based God has taken over America. Finding out that he is the Yeezy One, destined for greatness, Kanye assembles an amazing team of robo-rappers in order to combat the Empire and save the world with his funky, fresh rhymes. The story of Kanye Quest is, of course, goddamn terrible. What do you expect out of a game called Kanye Quest, honestly? Shakespeare once said, "What's in a name? If it's Kanye Quest, then let's burn that shit ASAP." The point is, you aren't gonna get Middlemarch here. The game cares nothing for the story, characters, character interaction, anything. And you know what, it's probably better that it doesn't. I can't really say much more about the story because that's all. That's all you get. A little at the beginning and a little at the end. In a game that only takes like 3 hours to beat, and with each character getting maybe a couple of paragraphs of dialogue in total, Kanye Quest's story is stupid, over the top, and hilariously cheesy. Just what I wanted and expected. However, one complaint that I do have is that the start of the game and the end of the game are both really funny, with good dialogue and memorable lines, but the middle is rather bland, especially once the novelty of fighting giant rapper heads as random enemies wore off. Still, the game had a lot in terms of humor, and you'll giggle at least a couple of times. The gameplay of the quest was actually a lot better than I expected. You have very basic gameplay where you level up, buy equipment, items, navigate, etc. Some notable things are how the items in the game are various types of pop, with grape soda being the best. No comments. Another interesting thing is that random battles are decreased if you walk on the sidewalk, which is interesting, though I'm not really sure if it worked. Random battles aren't much to worry about though, because there are only like 3 locations in the entire game that all basically look the same. There's no secrets, there's no extra cool locations, nothing. So if you find any aspect of this game painful, it'll at least be short, like my rap career. The battles in this game is where I had the most fun, because the quest features your 4-man party taking on giant rapper heads and other ridiculous enemies. It's kind of like Earthbound except with rappers, and infinitely less good. Your team is comprised of Kanye and 3 other rappers. I think Tupac, guy with metal thing on his face, and guy who has good attack. I forget their names. You get the other 3 guys across your journey, and each have their general strengths and weaknesses. However, most notably, Kanye himself is absolute garbage compared to his teammates. When Kanye took out the trash, he should have taken it out himself too, you know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck. Oh, that's good. Oh, 40 episodes is writing these amazing jokes and not even slowing down. When's the last time you played an RPG where your protagonist was, by far, the worst character? Never? There's a good reason that doesn't happen. Because it's the character that you play the longest and you're supposed to identify with. I don't know if this was just another joke by the creator about how ridiculous Kanye is, or if it was accidental, but it was interesting nevertheless. My favorite thing about the battles was how fast-paced they were, and how they actually required some good strategy. Half the battle is finding what moves are actually useful after, of course, that you figure out that dis really means regular attack and all that good stuff. It's actually a really fun battle system because of how fast and fluid these fights are. I really like the variety of moves, and how your enemies, including bosses, actually had status effects that worked on them. It was pretty enjoyable, with some fun and reasonable difficulty throughout the game, but the final boss was an absolute joke. It was such an anticlimactic finale, though somehow fitting for this ridiculous game. The graphics in Kanye Quest are very basic, just what you'd expect from an RPG Maker game. The sprites were very colorful and basic, and the portraits were actually pretty cool too. I don't know why Tupac looks like a 7-year-old boy in a Christmas pageant, but that's cool, I guess. My only real complaint about the graphics was how bland the locations were. As I said, there's only like 3 cities and they all look the exact same, and most of the locations were just bland too. But I don't know if this was the designer's choice or if it was the limitations of the system. I'm just surprised he got rapper heads into the game, like actual rappers' faces into the game, because that was simultaneously impressive and friggin' terrifying. I'll see that in my nightmares, thank you. The music in the game is also kind of a hard topic to judge. There were a lot of tracks ripped right from popular rap songs, and I liked how the song that played in the battle matched the rapper you fought. It was a cool soundtrack, but I used my own to avoid YouTube issues. In conclusion, there's really not much to say about Kanye Quest. It was an admirable project, funny for a time, and there was a commendable effort here. However, there are some basic issues with it as an RPG. If you're looking for a silly little game you can beat in one sitting, look no further, but for anything else, you can really use your time better. Wow, this review is really short. Pretty anticlimactic for the 40th episode. Oh well, too bad there's no stupid way to artificially lengthen this review. Hold up, John Tickles. I'ma let you finish. But your reviewing skills are greener than a motherfucking spinach. Kanye West? It's me, yo. How come your reviews aren't high quality, like the AVGN or 16-bit gems? Don't get lazy, yo. That's why you don't got lots of views. Well, ain't nobody got time for that when it comes to a one-man show, and when you gotta work full-time while in school. No excuses, dog. And you didn't tell everyone to play this game, my game about my quest where I saved the world? Oh man, it is so on! No, watch out, John. Oh. Go get him! I need you to fight! You're stronger!
Alright! I've got into the rhythm! Let's do this! It's over! Behold the power of the Monado! do. Wait! I'm seeing something. It's coming to me. I see it. A vision.
Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Thank you so much, baby shunk thing. But where the hell did you come from?
Finished! Thanks a lot. This is a good result. This is better than usual.
Well, Kanye, I can't think of anything cool to say. Damn, I could have said, I'm John Tickles, and you don't get another random encounter. Or I always think of this stuff too late. Oh well. Anyway, thank you all for sticking around through that terrible Kanye West impression, and very offensive one at that. And thank you for sticking around for 40 whole episodes. It really means a lot to me. There's more on the way, more ridiculousness, more terrible jokes, and thank you for sticking around, guys. I'll look forward to our next random encounter.
The future is ours to decide. All right, that'll do.